Chapter 12. The Dancing Shoes. In a quaint village surrounded by rolling hills and wildflower meadows, there lived a girl named Ella. She was known throughout the village for her gentle spirit and warm smile, but she was also quite shy. Ella loved to dance, but her shyness always held her back from performing in front of others. The village was bustling with excitement as the annual dance competition approached. It was a tradition that brought everyone together, young and old, to celebrate the joy of dancing. Ella watched from the sidelines as the villagers practiced their graceful waltzes and lively jigs. One day, as Ella strolled through the village square, she came across a dusty old shop she had never noticed before. Its sign read "Magical Treasures" in elegant, swirling letters. Ella hesitated for a moment, then pushed open the creaky door and entered. Inside, the shop was filled with an array of curious objects, from sparkling crystals to ancient books. At the back of the shop, on a small velvet cushion, rested a pair of worn but exquisite dancing shoes. They were a shimmering silver with delicate ribbons that spiraled up the ankles. A kindly old shopkeeper noticed Ella's fascination and approached her. "Ah, you have an eye for beauty, my dear," he said with a twinkle in his eye. "Those are no ordinary shoes. They're magical dancing shoes, and they have the power to transform even the shyest of dancers into the most graceful performers." Ella's heart fluttered with hope. She had always longed to dance in the village competition, but her shyness had held her back. She reached out and gently touched the shoes, feeling a warm, comforting energy emanating from them. The shopkeeper continued, "These shoes have been waiting for someone like you, someone with a pure heart and a love for dance. If you truly believe in yourself, they will help you gain the confidence you need to dance like no one is watching." Ella hesitated for a moment, thinking of her shyness and the eyes of the villagers upon her. But the desire to dance and the magical allure of the shoes were too strong to resist. With a determined nod, she decided to give them a try. As she slipped the silver dancing shoes onto her feet, she felt a surge of warmth and energy flow through her. It was as if the shoes had come to life, and Ella couldn't help but twirl around the shop, her movements fluid and graceful. The shopkeeper smiled and said, "You see, my dear, the shoes have chosen you. Now go and dance with all your heart. Believe in yourself, and you will amaze the world." With the magical dancing shoes on her feet, Ella left the shop and headed to the village square, where the annual dance competition was about to begin. She felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness, but she knew that the shoes had given her a newfound confidence. As Ella stepped onto the dance floor, the villagers turned to watch. She could feel their eyes on her, but instead of shying away, she closed her eyes and let the music guide her. With each graceful movement, she felt the shoes respond to her, making her feel as light as air. To her surprise, Ella danced like she had never danced before. Her shyness seemed to vanish, replaced by a sense of freedom and joy. She moved with elegance and grace, twirling and leaping across the floor as if she were floating on a cloud. The villagers watched in amazement as Ella's performance unfolded. Her dance was unlike anything they had ever seen, and it filled their hearts with awe and wonder. It was as if she had become a living embodiment of the music itself. As the final notes of the music faded, Ella opened her eyes and curtsied gracefully. The villagers erupted into applause, their cheers echoing through the square. Ella's heart swelled with pride and happiness. The village dance competition continued, but Ella's performance remained the highlight of the day. Even though she didn't win the first prize, she had won something far more valuable: the confidence to overcome her shyness and share her love for dance with the world. In the days that followed, Ella continued to wear the magical dancing shoes. She practiced tirelessly, honing her skills and perfecting her moves. She danced in the village square, at festivals, and even in the meadows, where the wildflowers swayed to the rhythm of her steps. Ella's dancing became a source of inspiration for the villagers. People of all ages, from the youngest children to the oldest grandparents, joined her in the joy of dance. The village came alive with music and laughter, and the annual dance competition grew larger and more vibrant each year. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Ella received a surprise visit from the shopkeeper of magical treasures. He had heard of her remarkable performances and wanted to see the dancing shoes in action once more. Ella welcomed him into her home and donned the silver dancing shoes. As she danced for him, the shopkeeper's eyes filled with tears of joy. He had known all along that Ella was the perfect owner for the magical shoes. When Ella finished her dance, the shopkeeper said, "You have truly embraced the magic of these shoes, my dear. They have not only brought you confidence, but have also brought happiness and inspiration to our village." Ella smiled and replied, "I am grateful for these magical shoes, but I have also learned that true confidence comes from within. It was the belief in myself that allowed me to dance so freely." The shopkeeper nodded in agreement. "You are wise beyond your years, Ella. The shoes are a gift, but it is your heart and your spirit that make you a remarkable dancer." With those words, the shopkeeper bid Ella farewell and left her with the dancing shoes. Ella continued to dance and inspire others with her performances, but she also knew that the true magic was not in the shoes themselves, but in the confidence and belief in herself that they had awakened. And so, in the quaint village, surrounded by rolling hills and wildflower meadows, Ella's story became a cherished legend, a reminder that with belief in oneself and the courage to follow one's passion, even the shyest of hearts could dance with grace and joy. I do hope that you enjoyed that story. If you are enjoying these stories, then please consider purchasing either the softcover or hardcover version of the book. It is a beautifully illustrated book and will undoubtedly bless your family for years to come. And please continue to watch and listen to the many new stories I will be sharing with you on this channel. And so for now, be blessed and be well.